My name is Miriam Rose Bowman, and I'm an elder from Noe community. This story is about yarning circles. It's from upstream. We share the same river, and what I'm hearing is yarning circles are a good tool to use, and where we sit and listen to each other about the challenges that we face day in and day out. Check it out.
They've been saying it over and over again to me personally. Please start a yarning circle, please start a yarning circle. And even though that sounds simple, it's not simple in the sense that you need to be able to bring the right people to that circle. And here we have elders who are willing to step into that space to speak it up.
I carry the law, Aboriginal law. I teach them no matter where, and that's my job.
It has really deep meaning that one needs to learn to be able to perform or conduct all these things with the workers or whoever are dealing with children. Yeah. And number one is the family.
There's been local Aboriginal elders, both in the Northern Territory, also down in New South Wales, down in Victoria, who have been speaking up, starting up yarning circles. And the reason they want to sit in yarning circles is because they want to create a space to be heard.
We have always wanted to form a yarning circle among the women here.
A lady by the name of Faye Perryman, who is an elder from Western Australia, who worked as a consultant with the Parenting Research Centre, developed the yarning mat as a communication tool that was appropriate in Indigenous culture, as historically yarning circles were used for communities to discuss ongoing issues and problems and how to resolve them.
They say, help us have a voice. Bring everyone together where everybody's equal. There's no power over, there's no superiority, we're all one. We want to talk about oneness.
Yarn circle is important for me and you. You're learning from my way, and I'm learning your way.
We want to talk about how to listen to each other. We want to have the difficult conversations, but we want to do it in a safe way where people can feel into it and we can create healing together.
So the yarning circle to me is all about engaging the families and how they interact with their children in a positive manner.
So we're all coming from the same space and wanting the same outcomes. This just facilitates that happening in a much better, positive way that everybody can feel comfortable in.
It is. When I've had conversations without a visually relevant tool, it's our agenda. We've come in, we've got a list of things we want to talk about, tick off and fix and solve.
The beauty of the mat is that it takes the focus away from being one-on-one and brings it more about the focus of the children and the family unit. And so it's more around problem solving rather than blame and the shame that can come with it. Yeah.
And it's not until you use it that its power really becomes apparent, because it's one thing to have a tool, we have heaps of tools that we use, but to place it down and to be able to kind of just let it do its thing, and let the family kind of go, right, this is what we've got today, this is where we are, where do you want to go, what do you want to talk about? And often when you've got that connection and when you both feel safe, you often find that you're going to the same place anyway, but you're going together.
The beauty of the yarning mat is we do it anywhere. We'll drop it on underneath a tree and work with the family if that's where they're comfortable working and it's a tree in their front yard, then that's where we work with the family. It's a conversation where everyone's on the same level with the focus being the same thing, which is child welfare, and the safety of the children.
Their spiritual value is very, very important as they grow up to become men and women. And so this tool of the mat that you see is one of the instruments that we've been using as a tool to get to people, making them understanding our perspective of looking after children, how special they are, how sacred they are to us.
I think that yarning circles are the perfect way to bring difficult conversations into a safe place where we can support each other to find the next step to a solution.
We've certainly seen a significant move for Territory families who want their staff to be more culturally appropriate, who really have a desire to be able to look at families in a strength-based way. So this is an important, if you like, stepping stone towards them doing that.
I found it's a useful tool for me to engage with the family. It's a two-way process, The family is free to talk and they can visually see all the issues, the worries and the strength.
We have to step outside our own comfort zones and embrace what are amazing opportunities to truly walk beside people.
The family is driving that, not us. So they are talking about the children and where the children are sitting right now, where they want to see in next 3 months. So I found as a practitioner in Strengthening Families team is a good tool to motivate this family and to move forward to achieve the goals.
All the different services that have come in and sit in these yarning mats have come up afterward and said, we could use this to talk about domestic violence, we could use this to talk about family violence, we could use this to talk about just general well-being.
I've been hearing for some time, I reckon a good 12 months, about yarning circles, and I was really interested to check it out. And by the end of it, my head was spinning about, okay, how can I bring this back into the work that I do here?
Some tools that they can help their kids, so that the kids can grow. And that's what the yarning circle is to me.
It's culturally appropriate, it's child-focused, and it's flexible in the way that we use it. So no two families that I've used it with have we used it the same way.
You can't just pick up a book and learn this. You have to immerse yourself in the experience. And so by creating a yarning circle, it creates the space for people to come and learn to listen. And that leads to behaviour change in how we build relationship and how we understand.
It's when I'm in the circle, I don't think. It just comes, flows.
No, that is what we're talking about here. It's deeper listening, deep listening and understanding. And that is part of our wisdom.
All right, you what? You blood, but one inside. You cut yourself, me and you same blood, mean that brother and sister.
Rolling out the yarning circles is to provide Indigenous elders to actually demonstrate how beautiful and how powerful the tools that they've been using for centuries are and how appropriate they are even in the 21st century.
And the elders are saying to me, this is what gets me every time. They're getting old. And they're passing away. And we need to listen to this. And I think that we are very privileged in Katherine to be listening to elders talk from a cultural perspective, their cultural perspective, about how to heal. It's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's listening to each other. And that's pretty